When it comes to the inevitable fall of the Republican House George Santos, the terrible part that finds out his lies and his endless plan is a violation of the law, and a very serious one. Lying to the public about any aspect of your background while running for Congress, for example, is not necessarily a criminal violation, although it might be. When Santos is charged and convicted, it must be for some obvious fraudulent activity, which often involves financial means. This is why various prosecutors who have announced that they are investigating Santos in a criminal way are focusing on one aspect of financial fraud. It is said that the DOJ and the Nassau District Attorney will focus on the large amount of money Santos may have received from the Ponzi scheme before putting it through his own campaign. This, if proven, would be almost an automatic criminal conviction at trial. Now, it appears the feds have a new side, and a right side. Of all the horror stories that have surfaced about George Santos, one of the most outrageous is that he allegedly raised a few $1,000s to save a sick dog for the Navy, only to put the money in bag and let the dog die. So it's fitting that, according to NBC News, the DOJ is now criminally investigating Santos for this fraudulent collection of funds. That's a pittance compared to the $750,000 in dodgy money Santos said he raised through his campaign. But the fake dog money collector is so obvious that it will lead to an easy criminal case. The DOJ has a long history of prosecuting criminals and many federal prosecutions, large and small. The idea is to make sure that even if the big charges are not in court, the smaller ones will be. It is also an effective way to convince the target that they are being violated in one way or another and should appeal. The fact that the DOJ is pursuing Santos on multiple levels is pretty clear that it intends to prosecute him at his trial. Even as we wait for that to happen, Santos' growing radio presence is becoming an albatross in the throats of House Republicans.